And all right, here we go.
So we are going to be blasting out messages about two things that are going to go together, which I'm really excited about. Last week, I had asked Melody if she thought it was a good idea for us to have a sip and step challenge. Super simple, but it gets people really accountable. You just need to drink your drinks, your choice of your drinks. If you want supplements as well, that's totally fine, but we are focusing on the drinks. Because everyone needs these drinks going into the fall. Stay hydrated, get your gut health, your hormones in check, your energy. Don't be drinking too much coffee. We want to keep our immune system strong, all that good stuff. So just drink your drinks and track your steps. So we were going to start this September 9th. I had made a graphic, and then Plexus was so wonderful that they were like, oh, you're doing a sip and step challenge? Hey, here's the drinks on sale. So that was perfect timing because I had already wanted to talk about the sip and step challenge and how you could invite current VIPs, new VIPs, and also have them add some people as well. So this just goes perfectly. We're going to talk about that today. So I want to start because it's the end of the month. I kind of want to put a bunch of things together and start with current VIPs, which I think all of us on here right now have current VIPs. And I know there's a bunch of people who are going to be rewatching that have current VIPs. So what I did this morning was I went to my virtual office. If you guys don't know how to do this, just drop it in the comments or in the group chat and we'll show you exactly how to do it. But go log into your virtual office and sort by points. Okay? You want to sort by points. And then I want you to go down to the people who have 4 points or less. These are the people we want to focus on first because they don't have 100 PV in, or they have not ordered. So if you have someone with 4 points, that maybe means that they've ordered 50 PV to 99 PV. So you're not getting that full 6 pay points. And they probably don't have a full regimen, and we want to get them back on track with a full regimen. So go to your current VIPs, go to 4 points and less. And these are the people that we want to talk to and message first. So I have some scripts, hang on. And, you guys don't have to use this verbiage exactly, but what I've got here is just an example of, hey, Sam, I know you're loving your Plexus drinks. You can even get specific and look at her order history and say, I know you love your triplex, or I know you loved when you did your reset, or, whatever she's got in her order history. So I just wanted to mention 2 things I think you're going to be really excited about. First, we're gearing up to do a sip and step challenge. It's a really fun way to get the benefits from our drinks. Make sure we get enough steps in each day to stay active and also keep each other accountable and consistent. I'd love for you to do this with me. And if you do want to, we're actually having our drink combo with a few freebies. If I sent you the details, would you want to join us? So I'm not telling her any prices off the bat. I'm just telling her that there are freebies and fun things to do. So I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm not usually the Zoom girl, so give me a second.
I will save all
right, look at
the
me go.
scripts you put in here, Jillian, and I'll put them into my notes and put them into our coaching chat and wherever else.
I have them in my notes too. So she's going to hear freebies and fun and get consistent and accountable and say, yeah, you can send me the details. So I'm the math girl. I'm not the Zoom girl. If you do the math on this and you want to be looking at people's order history, because if you didn't see the specifics of the sale, they're doing $15 off the refresh and replenish combo. But if they did not order last month, they get another $10 off. So because they can use the save 10.
Jillian, you're frozen. Can the rest of you hear me? Because I see you recipe moving and she's frozen. Okay.
Actually the price of one bag of Slim dollars. So technically we can say that extra bag is
Julie,
yes.
can you
Nelly.
say that again because you froze after
Oh,
the
did I
$10
freeze?
off? Yes.
Oh,
Did
sorry.
you
Okay.
say-
So the price of you can use the Save 10 coupon code if they have not ordered the month before. So you've got to check your order history for your friends and see if they're eligible for this. The price that they're going to wind up paying is equivalent to like a bag of Slim and a twin pack of Active or Hydrate or whatever, you know, the twin packs that we have that they can pick and choose. So that extra bag that they're getting is free. Like if you do the math on it, they're getting a bag of whatever for free and they're getting the cup. So that's a huge savings. Like that is crazy. So I want to tell them like, hey, consistency, accountability, freebies. Are you interested? Yes. Okay. I think I had a follow-up message for this. I said, if I sent you the details, would you want to join us? She says yes. And then I've got another little script here just for especially like the newbies who are like, all right, she said yes, but like now what do I tell her? Okay. So I'm saying awesome. So the Sip and Step challenge starts in September. We're going to do it September 9th. I have a graphic for it. It'll be super easy and super fun. It winds up lining up perfectly with a sale we just started today. If you want to get our Refresh and Replenish combo, you actually get an entire bag of Active or Hydrate for free. Plus, while supplies last, you'd get a free cup. I don't know about you, but I love cups. And then I just put in parentheses here, if she's eligible. I know all that sounds awesome. Oh, wait, I don't think oh, yeah. If she's eligible, tell her you have another coupon code that you can give her. And then that's where I would go over flavors and make sure that I send her how to place her order. That's for current VIPs. We went, oh, I'm looking at my notes. Does anybody have any questions for that before I move on to new VIPs? Yes.
I do. Sorry. Yeah, no, the new VIPs, that was my question. Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. So what I am doing, I made myself like a master list because I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. And when it is the end of the month, what I do is I go back to the last week of the previous month. So I go back in my messenger to the last week of July. As you know, the last week of the month, you're blasting out messages and you're a little bit more brave and you're a little bit more bold than you normally are. And sometimes going into the new month, you're in a little bit of a funk because, you know, maybe you didn't hit your goal or, you know, you just have people who slip through the cracks because things get crazy. There's new incentives, whatever the case is. So I go back to the last week of July and I'm going through my messenger and I'm just writing names down who I could possibly reach out to, follow up with, and tell them about this. So you also, of course, want to post on your wall, post on your stories. There were so many good ideas from Rachel's Zoom about like how to talk about this, how to talk about like pain points, point of view. You know, like for me, I used to have migraines. So one thing that came to my mind was like, point of view, you used to struggle with migraines and you didn't know that, you know, A, B, and C would help you naturally. Like just things like that people are like, well, I have migraines. I don't use that stuff. Maybe I should use that stuff. You know, we're talking about like hormone balance, energy, hydration. So think like, what would people who needed these products struggle with? Talk about like the actual feelings and then how like you don't really have those feelings anymore. And then, you know, stories are always my favorite because we can see exactly who views them and message them and ask them if they are interested in joining something like this. So I'm going to give you my new like potential new VIP reach out message. And I tried to make these just a little different in verbiage so that you guys could just get some different ideas of how you can word this and, you know, talk about it. So the last part of this, because this is really good for basically anybody and everybody. The last thing that I want you guys to do is once anyone says yes, you're going to ask them for a +1. So if your current VIP says, oh yeah, I want to get back on my drinks and I want to do the sip and step challenge, or you get a new VIP or anything, anyone that says yes, and she's getting products, you're going to say this to her. If I could paste this, there we go. You're going to say, I cannot wait for you to do this with us and get such a good deal. These challenges are always one of those, the more the merrier kind of things. And we always see that people that have their go-to accountability buddy always wind up staying more consistent and getting the best results, because why are people doing this? To stay consistent and get good results, right? So who do you know that could use some gut health, hormone balance, healthy energy, and to let you help them stay active and have so much fun with us, that you would like to invite to do this with us? So I didn't ask her, do you think you might know somebody? I just said, like, this is what we're doing. You need a +1. Like, you've got to go message somebody. So who is it that's going to be your buddy? And that's when you can basically start fresh and be like, well, if I gave you, you know, a message example, a post example, something like that, would you reach out to some people? So we're basically using this sale and the sip and step challenge as a recruiting tool, a retention tool, and a duplication tool all in one.
I love it. I have a question.
Yeah.
Where is this going to be? Is it going to be in a messenger chat?
I think so.
Okay. And do you have a requirement for steps?
No, we haven't hashed out those details yet. I think what I'm doing right now is we have a focus group for Restore, and we started doing it in there first to kind of like pilot this. And basically what I was asking people is, you know, figure out like what your typical step goal is and try to meet that every day. Or if you don't have a way to track steps, tell us how you're staying active during the day. Because some people don't have it, like an Apple Watch or something like that. And I don't want people to think like, oh, I don't have an Apple Watch, so I can't participate. Yes, you can. You know,
I like that.
Yeah.
So we could.
I have a customer who can only do like 1,000 steps because she's very limited. So I like not having like you have to do 10,000 steps kind of a thing, because some people are like, I can't even do that. So or just them just even getting a few thousand steps is transformational. I think some people might get overwhelmed with like, I can't do 10,000 or the same thing. I don't have a way of tracking it. So then I'm out kind of a thing.
Yeah. And we never want to make people feel like that.
I wonder if we could give even like a time, like we could talk about it, but like move your body intentionally for a certain like 15-20 minutes, or I don't know, we could talk.
Yeah. Or like I went on a 30-minute walk. Like as long as there's some type of participation, that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for the accountability and the, like, I'm moving my body. So, you know, if you don't have an Apple Watch, but you went and, you know, walked around the park for 30 minutes when you took your kid to play, like, that's cool. So we want to make everyone feel like they can participate. But that is also probably something that we'll do in the chat when we begin, is just kind of go over like, what is your typical activity, or what is your typical amount of steps that you get in? Like drop that in the chat so we kind of know where everyone's coming from. And if someone says like, well, I can only do 1,000 steps a day. Okay, cool. Can you commit to that 1,000 steps a day? Like that would be what we're looking for, because we want to personalize it. But we also want to make it a little challenging. So any other questions? I'm excited about this.
And you said what day we're starting?
September 9th. So it kind of winds up going over like perfect with the sale, because the sale is until the 2nd, which is actually Labor Day. And I have a feeling they're going to wind up dropping another sale, because I feel like we typically have a Labor Day sale. Don't quote me on that. But if someone orders through the 2nd, they would have all their stuff by the 9th to get started with us.
So that gives us plenty of time to be reaching out. And so for those of us who have current teams, where we are reaching out to people in our reports who have 4 points or less and working our way up from there. And we're also using this as a tool to invite people that we've been talking to about Plexus and potentials. And that gives us a lot of good time to work on them. And I'm sorry, did you say that for a person who is enrolling as a new VIP, because I haven't looked at the details, how are they getting, they're getting the $15 off, right?
They are, but you can use the give 10 on top of it, because the sale itself is no promo code required. So you can pop another promo code on there. Also, if you have current customers, check your email, because Plexus did send out, I think it's $20 off a $100 purchase. And those codes are personalized to those people, that they sent us emails of who they sent emails to, if that makes sense. So those are people who like haven't ordered in a while. So they'll get an even better discount, because they'll get the $15 off from Plexus, and then they'll get the $20 off that Plexus also emailed them. That's a huge savings. That's really good.
Do you remember who were those people that would get the $20 off?
I don't know exactly, but I know that like Plexus sent me an email of who they sent, like of my customers that they sent those emails to. So you want to check your email.
I'm checking it right now. I don't see anything.
I only got it for people who are my level ones.
Yes, I think you do only get them for your level ones.
So only like a handful of my level ones that were new VIPs for me in the last maybe several months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they define that though, other than it being some of my level ones that were from like the last 12-ish months.
I'm not sure.
Okay, Jillian, did you want us to work on messaging for the next several minutes? I can stop recording this now. Okay, stop recording.